Executive Chairman of Marriott International, J.W. Marriott Jr., recently joined us for an interview to discuss the release of his new book and the Marriott chain's expansion plans in China. We began by asking him his thoughts on the Chinese market.
In '79, there were very, very few hotels in China. Everybody wore their mouse suits and rode bicycles, and there were very few cars. And today, you know, the traffic is terrific, and the development in China has just been fabulous. We have 61 hotels in China now. We're building 66 more. And so we're going to open a hotel in China every month for the next 5 years. And wow. So that's, and we're branching out into the smaller cities. Right now we're primarily Beijing, Shanghai, and Hong Kong and others. But we're in about 18 cities now, and we'll be in 50 cities in the next 5 years.
What drives that? Is that just the vision? You look and you say, look, this is where we've got to go, or is it competition?
It's the market, you know, with the tremendous evolution of the middle class, starting to travel and get around the country and go different places and wanting to see the country, and then the tremendous international influence that China has around the world is causing business people to come to China by the millions, and people are coming out of China traveling around the world. 80 million Chinese left China last year to travel abroad, and only 1 million came to America. So we got our work to do to get that market share of these people to visit America.
Well, once you get them hooked over in China, maybe they'll come here all the time.
Well, that's part of the program, is once they see the Marriott name or Ritz-Carlton or our brands over there, they'll understand us better, and when they think about coming to America, hopefully they'll book with Marriott.
As you look at 2013, what are the trends? What do you see?
Well, I think China seems to be strengthening, and we're concerned about the overall global outlook, but I think it's getting a little bit better. I think people are starting to feel better about 2013 here in the United States. Europe is still an enigma. The Middle East, I think, will always be an enigma, but the Middle East is becoming a real growth area for us, particularly in the Emirates and in Saudi Arabia. And, but you know, we're all about globalization. When we started our business in the hotel business 55 years ago, we were serving Americans. We hardly ever had an international visitor. And now 1 billion people left their home country last year to travel around the world. When you think about that, that's pretty incredible.
That's another quote you have in there: the world is a book. Those who do not travel read only one page. I love that. That's something you must really embrace.
Well, it really is, because travel opens up people's minds, makes them feel better about knowing what's going on in the world. People have certain illusions about what they think America looks like, and when they come here and visit, most of the time they leave with a very positive impression of our country and our people.
So what are you going to tell us about the economy? Because you can predict it now.
I can't predict it, but it's a slow growth economy. We've got to get growth going again if we're going to create jobs in this country.
You talk about in your book that your father left you a letter, and that was very important to you. Did you leave one for your successor?
Not yet.
No.
But I've told my family, and I've told our people in the company, put people first. That's the most important thing of all. We're a company that really solely believes in taking care of our associates. They'll take good care of the customer, and the customer will come back.
One of the other things you talk about in your book is that you value people who speak up. And a lot of times when you get to that pedestal, you don't want to hear. What makes you different than some other CEOs in that respect?
Well, I think it's very, very important, if you're going to be a team leader, to have your people on board. To get them on board, they need to respect you, and they need to know that you respect them, that you want to hear what they have to say, that you're willing to listen to their opinions, that you ask them how they feel, and make them comfortable, and make them know that if they tell you something that you don't want to hear, you're not going to fire them, that you're going to support them. You always don't have to go along with what they say, but as long as they've been heard and they feel they're getting an input, then you've got a good team going for you.